Austin Jenkins, Evan Smith, and Major Wright. Those 3 players weren't able to practice. So all, they weren't able to practice today. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. The rest of the guys practice on a limited basis. Guys that have been out: TJ Fatenican, Mike Jenkins. Those were the 2 that've been out that were able to do some today. So getting a little bit better. Excellent practice today. Up tempo, all that good stuff. Take your question.
Let's talk about a little bit about the challenge you had going up against J.J. Watt, and not just him, but that whole defense.
No, you're right. But Verge is talking about him, the MVP of the league, rightfully so. Great player, motor. Every down gets the same type of effort. Someone we have to deal with. We talk a lot about of course, our front being the engine of our defense. That's definitely the case with the Texans. Of course, Clowney's a great player. Merciless, good player. Vince Wilfork's been a good player in the league for a long, not good player, great player in the league for a long period of time. So, and as I see it each week, it's their D-line versus our D-line. That's what we're talking to them. 2 defensive lines playing. See which one can have the most production.
Lovie, given what happened last year in the first game, what was the mindset of the team today that you see them coming in and work and just having a win? I mean, it's got to do a lot of different things for your team.
It does, but you should have the same mindset, whether it's a win or it's a loss. I mean, it's the next. It's always about that next day. And our preparation was good last week. Preparation was really good this week, and it's all you can really go on. But your mindset before is better, and you're coming off of a win, and everything else is better. But once you get to the practice field, it's. I just know that we had a good practice today. Not a whole, for Wednesday. Wednesday's normally the day you install the game plan, initial part of the game plan, and you can have some issues normally on a Wednesday, but today was pretty good.
You getting tired, Lovie, of talking about penalties to your guys?
No, I'm not tired of it. We'll keep doing it. Got to get it taken care of, though. Ira's simple as that. We should be a disciplined ball club. And, some of the ones that were called, but it's too many. Simple as that. It's too many, and hopefully we'll see a lot of improvement in that area this week.
Mike was sort of on a pitch count, as they say, last week, Mike Evans. Would you expect that to be a little different this week? And just talk to, it sounds simplistic, but how much he needs to start being involved, and maybe even a bigger component now that you don't have Austin Spray and Jenkins as far as your offense.
Well, last week, any player comes off, you can't go from no reps to the entire game. Especially with the hamstring injury, you have to, I wouldn't say ease them in there, but you just have to watch the reps a little bit. Mike didn't have any issues. Should be a lot better this week. And, Mike, one of the best players on our team, one of the best receivers in the league. So, of course, whether Austin was here, whether Austin is ready, able to go this week or not, Mike the role has to increase. Normally it's something good, happened for the Buccaneers and getting the ball to Mike Evans. So it's good to see him back out.
Lovie, do you view Houston as a more dangerous team given the fact they're 0-2 and they're kind of in a desperate situation?
That's a lot. 1-2, does that make you not be desperate? They're a good ball club, period. And I know they're, again, it's so early in the season. We're all trying to win in the worst possible way. Again, we've tasted, what it feels like to win. But our guys want to do it again too. So I assume that's the case each week. But I can't see anybody wanting to win any more than we do.
Coach, a lot of the defensive players said today that they played much more together as a team unit defensively last week. What do you attribute that to? Because you're an offense that maybe you knew better, players that you knew better. Why were they so much more together?
I think if you figure that out, let me know on why you can have type of results that you have from week to week in the NFL. fail, but that's how it is. I just know that I think as a player, if you prepare about as well as you possibly can, and you yourself know, and I'm talking about from week 1 to week 2, you knew that you did a lot more. You come into the game with a lot more confidence, and normally that, you take that on the football field. Of course, the big thing for us this week is we took a step. It was just a step. There's so much we still need to clean up, but that's what we've been doing out there. It does take time, but we know that we don't have a lot of time. But again, that same effort, but we need more.
Well, with Austin's injury, what do you think you'll learn about your tight end depth going forward?
I think right now we know we have pretty good depth. Luke Stocker's done a good job for us. Good football player. Of course, Brandon Meyer, same thing. And for us, we've had Cameron Braid around here for a long time. We know what he can do. So, but again, I mean, today we're missing a very good football player. And if he can't go this week, we'll have to make a judgment.
Well,
If he can't go this week.
You go into games when you see you've had great players, the Urlachers, and you've got McCoy. When you're playing a player like Watt, who's a defensive player that you're 2 out of 3 times, as a coach, you go in and say, we can't let this guy wreck the game. Like, he has the ability to just destroy this game. Or is there so much focus on him that that's the number one sort of goal in a way?
There's a lot of focus on it, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But you can say, hey, it's another player, hey, let's just do our thing. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to put a lot of the focus on him. And when you're that type of football player, you have to do what you can to limit the opportunities that he gets. And that's tough to do.
Yeah.
Easier said than done. No, I don't think there's too much focus being placed on it. But I just think that there are a few good defensive football players. Players in general, just us talking defense.
Right.
There's some, there's more good defensive linemen on the field this week, and for people that like defensive ball, you should like seeing a lot of those guys out there.
What stands out to you the most about him? What makes him great?
You have to have talent. Start off with that, and he has great talent. But when you have talent and you're a relentless player every down, you play hard every down. It's maximum effort every time. I think that's how the separation, how you have separation from players based on that. Great talent, relentless motor. No one plays harder than me. That's a good start of having seeing a pretty good football player.
Do you prepare for him on offense?
I'm sorry?
Do you prepare for him on offense?
Does he play offense? He's a
Last
defensive guy.
last year. I mean, in terms of on special plays.
Well, now, I know he plays for a lot. We're worried about him a lot more on the defensive side than the offensive side. But when you're a great player like that, you normally have success with whatever you do. If he's on the offense, we need to deal with him there.
Coach, Mike Evans said that Jameis Winston makes him feel calm in the huddle. Have you ever seen that from one of your rookies to make other players feel calm in the huddle before?
Well, no, calm. I think on that a little bit. You have a player, that's saying a lot, for guys, early in their career. And you said Mike Evans said that Jameis makes him feel calm, right?
Yeah.
Receiver pumping up a quarterback, right? That he wants to get the ball around. Those guys are going to have a lot of success together, and you should make a receiver feel calm. And the receiver should feel real good too, knowing he's throwing him the ball. So good to hear.
Coach, you've gone from
preparation. Maybe the Texans haven't done this, but if you're sitting in that room and you're the Texans, you're looking at 2 rookie offensive linemen. Do you anticipate they're going to move Watt around a lot, cover those rookies? And how do you prepare for something like that when you don't have somebody on your roster?
They've moved him around a lot, so the preparation, that's part of preparation. He could be anywhere. And so if I was them, yeah. But I just don't think they're doing it because they're playing us and we have rookie offensive linemen. I think that's what they would like to do. I think in general that's what you try to do. You try to match up your best guys versus someone you think is a favorable matchup for you. So yeah, we're expecting that.
how much does it complicate it when not only you have to deal with him, that's such a superior defensive lineman, but you have so many other defensive playmakers on the other side of the ball that they have?
Well, as was, we talked about a little bit earlier, you have to concentrate on him an awful lot. But, Clowney is a heck of a player. As I say it, Vince Wilford, there's so many others, so too much of your focus can't go on one player. As simple as that. You only have so many guys that you can deal with. So he's a great player. We've given him his due, but we have to have some success, and teams have had some success.
You've gone from Mariota to Drew Brees, and now another young quarterback. That's quite a gamut. What's Mallett showing you on paper? Looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Well, he has a strong arm. He can make every throw. Good size, prototype, drop back quarterback. Again, he can make all the throws, get the ball wherever you need it to. The offense needs it to be. That's what you notice it by. And for us, of course, it's about, we talk a lot about the pressure from the other side, but our defensive front has to, no matter who the quarterback is, we have to make them uncomfortable in the pocket. Simple as that. When you have success with the run, that can open up some things too. We can't let them have success with their run. And from there, no matter who the quarterback is, our front has to get pressure and got to have eyes on the ball and try to get a few picks. Interceptions we have right now.
How many you got?
Not enough.
Not enough.
One, right? Greg couldn't wait to throw that little warning. Not enough. Not enough, so we need that pressure up front. When he throws the ball, we got to get our hands on it.
Is he a mover? Is he much of a mover?
He's a prototype drop-back quarterback. He's not going to, not going to run a whole lot of read option with him. But it's a different attack.
Coach, when McCoy came off the field the way he did, what was running through your mind?
You guessed a little bit initially because he was down there a while and looked at what he was holding. But I try to stay calm and let it play out and see, what it is. And luckily, it wasn't what it could have been. But you don't want to. Whenever you're great, I shouldn't say just face of the franchise goes down. Any of our players go down, you hold your breath a little bit.